Hello everyone, this is Bashar Masad from MKN Group. Okay, so we're going to continue our series of videos about Fusion PBX. Although I said this third one is going to be about conference calls and about call centers and queues, but actually I found that multi-tenant is more important. So this third one we're going to be talking about multi-tenant with Fusion PBX, and then next video will be about conference calls and queues. Okay, so uh, I will start. If you want to watch the previous videos, there on YouTube under our channel, which is Lucid Phone, and there are these two videos. The first one is about installation configuration from scratch on Amazon AWS, and this one is about IVR, fax servers, emails, many other features. And this is, as I said, the third one. So basically, I created a new Fusion PBX. I have done some programming through the previous videos, but now, as you see, I have only the static public IP address that was given to me, and then this is the internal IP. As this is hosted, and if I want to use it for multi-tenant, for sure I need to use host names. I'll show you how I use hostname, and you can apply that regardless what you use for hosting your website. So I use GoDaddy, and our main website for VoIP services, it's voiptime.com. I'm going to create two host names in order to use them as a separate tenants on the Fusion PBX. So the first thing, I go here, and again, if you use something else other than GoDaddy, should be the same idea. So this is a list of all the host names I'm using. As you can see, I have 4 or 5 pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new host. It should be, the type should be A, and the host will be the name that you're gonna point to the server. And the first one, I'm gonna call it training 1, and the TTL, I'm gonna make it half an hour, and it points to the IP address that I have here, the public one. Okay, and save. And the other one I'm going to be creating, I'm going to call it training 2. Pointing, of course, to the same IP address, and I saved it. So I have training 1, training 2, both .itsvoiptime.com. Now, be careful when you create the host names, because I noticed that if you use capital and small letters, it's kind of tricky with Fusion. I'm not really sure why. So I decided I'm going to use small letters for all the host names, just to be on the safe side and be like consistent. All right, so let's go here. Now I will start creating the 2 domains. And of course, whatever I have programmed under this IP address is not gonna be available under the new domains. So I'll go here to advanced domains. I've noticed the internet is so slow. Maybe because everybody is working on the internet now for both business and home usage. So I'm gonna wait until it comes up. Okay, so I would create a new domain name, host name, and again, I apologize, but it looks like, during this Corona thing, everything is going slow, even the internet. So now the name, I'm going to have like training dot training 1, sorry, dot its voip time.com. That's it. Save. And then I'm going to create another domain, and I'm going to call it training2 dot itsvoidtime.com. Okay, so these are the two domains. Now, important things. The admin, the super admin username I have for this domain, for the main IP address, still can access all of these. If I create any admin user under training 1, it's going to be only able to access training 1. Same thing, of course, for training 2 or any other domain I create here. The admin number, this is like, note number 2. The admin under any of these domains, not the super admin. The admin cannot create a gateway. I'm here, of course, still logged in as a super admin. So how do I change from one to another? And again, this is your key here. So if you press on this one and say training, before I do that, let me go back and just show you, if you did not watch the 2 previous videos, that here I have extensions under the main IP address. I have gateways, I have destinations, I have everything. It's a fully programmed PBX right now. But if I change the domain to training 1, there will be absolutely nothing. So you're not going to see any extension, any gateway, or anything, which is what we want, because we want to create a new PBX with new everything. Now, let me show you something. I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to go training one dot its void time.com. Oh, I don't know where this Y came from. Let me remove this one. Okay, perfect. I'm going there. Okay, what username should I use? I cannot use the username for the main one. So basically, I can still do the configuration for training 1 from my, what did I do? I closed the first one. It's okay. So I cannot use for training 1 the username I have for the main one. So I have to create a user for training 1, and I have to do that while I'm logged in as a super admin to the main IP address. So I log in here. I'm already logged in. So again, I'm under training 1. Always, especially at the beginning, always look here. What host you're working under. So I'll go here to users. Nothing here. I create a new user. I'm gonna call it admin, and I'm going to give it a password. Let's say training FPBX 2020 $, and here's the same thing, training capital FP. Oh. Okay, let me do that thing. Okay, now I have to put an email, and I have to put a status available, and group, I'm gonna choose again super admin. But again, don't do that when you give this to the customer, because then the admin here, actually, you know what, let me just put it as an admin, and I'll show you what limitations this admin is going to have. Okay, so don't forget to enable it and hit save. Perfect. Now let me log in from training 1. Okay, so the username is admin and the password is the training FusionPBX 2020 assignment. Oh, put the wrong username or the wrong password. Okay, so now I'm logged in. Of course, nothing is going to show here because I'm not a super admin now. I am an admin and I only have access to the domain I logged into, which is the training one. So if I go, you see there is no gateway. I cannot create a gateway because I'm not a super admin. There's limitation to what you can do. Okay, so if you are an IT or if you have your own company and you have multiple customers, always create a host name for you, or you can use the static IP. Put yourself as a super admin and log in always to that one and choose the domain you want to program. So in this case, you're not going to mix or suddenly give or by mistake give one of your customers a super admin, right? I'm gonna go back to this one. Okay, so I can use training one. So I can create a gateway, can create extensions, and I can do the same programming. Refer to video one, the first video I have that will give you like an idea, which is this one, installation and initial or essential programming for it. Okay, now one more thing that is very important um, is here. If you go to under default settings, and again this default setting will be for all domains, although I'm logged in as a super admin to the main here, but I'm working under the training one. But everything under default setting, will affect everything under this server. So how do I move some of the uh, settings only to this tenant training one? So good example that always we have to change is the email. So if I go here to email, here's, this is what everybody is going to use, which is actually nothing because there are no information. But if I want to move this only to training one, I checked everything and then I go to copy and then I go to paste and paste it under training one. Paste. Yes. Okay, now how do I know it was pasted only under training one? First, I go to domains, and under domains, I go to training one. Here's what I have copied. So now if I start changing the email settings, it's going to be changed only for this one, which I want. Now, if by mistake or intentionally I do anything under default settings, this is going to affect everyone. I'm just going to show you one quick example. So if I go to domains, come on. Okay, so I go to training one, and I'm really sorry, it's like really slow again, so I'm just waiting for it to come back. Okay, perfect. So let's say I just want to show you like SMTP from, and I'm going to have the value 111111111 just for testing. Save. Okay, see now the SMTP from here, it's 111 and it belongs to this domain. If I go back to default settings and I choose email, This one, SMTP from, did not change. Okay, so same thing happen if I go to training 2 and do the same thing. Now, as a super admin, you can see all the gateways and you can actually um, create new, of course, gateways and assign them to whatever host you want. This is basically how you do the multi-tenant. If you have any questions, you can contact us. And as you see here, we have SIP trunking. If you want just the gateway from us and you want to create your own Fusion, we have plans as low as $15 a month. And if you want us to do all your cloud-based solution, you pay us by per extension $15 a month. That's unlimited to everything. More information, go to itsvoiptime.com or call us or email us the homepage. Here are all the phone numbers for US and for Canada and the email address. Okay, thank you for watching and have a good day.